iOS 6 has gone from being a rumor to pretty much a certainty. We've got images of an iPad mini probably coming up. And will we be getting a new generation iPhone next week? All this and more coming up right now. I know, it's been a while. We've been doing a lot of changes behind the scenes. You've seen our new review style, our new videos coming from Michael Fisher, from Tony, and from Brandon. And let's just say I've been very busy with the post-production of these videos to bring you the same standard quality in everything that we do. And, well, it's time to go back to our roots. Hello everyone, it's Jaime Rivera from Pocketnow, and welcome to our iReview, the show where we go through all this week's cool and the not so cool inside the world of Apple's iOS devices. I've been wanting to say that for a while, but this time it's going to be a little different because, well, there's not really much to talk about this week. Everything is going to happen as of a couple of hours with WWDC 2012, so let's go through our top 5 predictions of what we expect Apple to bring to the table with their new releases or probable non-releases. Number 5 is not even a rumor anymore, it's pretty much a certainty. iOS 6 is going to be released at WWDC. We've seen the posters out there already. The biggest question now is, what are we getting? Facebook integration is coming. Duh, nothing really big there. It's pretty much just a button. But apparently Siri is going to lose its iPhone 4S exclusivity, and now it's going to be supported by the iPad. The question is, which iPads are going to be on that list? The iPad 2 should be on the list, considering that it's got pretty much the same hardware that we could see in the iPhone 4S, but Apple's always Apple. And apparently we are going to be getting a Do Not Disturb button for notifications. Finally, let's hope they also include a kill-all button for the multitasking applications, if you could call that multitasking, but apparently there could be some good things coming with iOS 6. Apple wouldn't be changing the number if it wasn't big, but they've been really quiet about everything that will happen. Most likely we will be getting a beta, and then we'll probably get a launch somewhere early, the fall or probably later within the summer, but not really sure it's going to be launching in June. Let's see what happens with that one. And iOS 6 pretty much leads us to number 4 on our list, turn-by-turn navigation. Apparently Apple's bringing a new map service that they call their own. Obviously they're hiring somebody to do it for them, but apparently Google's not going to be the back engine anymore. Google recently already had an event where they're showing their new application with 3D mapping coming to the iPhone, though not really sure how that's going to be integrated with the iPhone, or if it's going to be something that's coming from the Google Earth application that we already know. But apparently Apple's going to bring something. The question is it going to be just 3D maps or turn-by-turn navigation? We're hoping that Apple finally gets the memo, because that's one of the only reasons why a lot of us people are sticking to Android, because we get free turn-by-turn, and it's really, really good. So let's see if Apple gets the memo, like I said earlier, and brings something new to the table there. Hopefully something different. Number 3 has to do with 2 different things. First of all is iCloud. It's turning 1 year old, and MobileMe customers are losing their exclusive services like, for example, galleries and file storage as of the 30th of June. So what could happen to iCloud? First of all, there have been rumors of some social streaming happening to PhotoStream after they figured out how to allow us to delete everything somehow. And then after that, well, apparently they're working on a new synchronization service for video where you'll be filming a video just like on PhotoStream, and it'll appear on your Mac afterwards for editing. Not sure if that's going to happen, but that leads us to the other thing that's probably going to happen. What's going to happen to the Apple TV? It has nothing to do with what we cover at Pocketnow, but it's the #1 accessory for the iPad with AirPlay and everything. Apparently there are rumors that applications are now going to be working on the Apple TV, at least some of them, at least Angry Birds. But imagine the opportunity of not only being able to stream things, as opposed to also mirroring things to the Apple TV, but also playing certain games through the cloud, through iCloud, with all the apps that you purchase on your iOS device. And since the Apple TV pretty much uses iOS also, let's see what they'll do with these 2 services as of WWDC, if they ever do anything with them. Number 2. Can you believe it? An iPad mini? Apple's been so reluctant to change their form factor, a lot of us were beginning to lose hope, but it seems that the Kindle Fire has made a dent in their market share, even though it's turning out to be a little bit of a dud. But apparently Apple is working on a prototype, at least to try it, and it looks really credible. It's got everything that we'd expect on an iPad mini, and it kind of looks really good. Let's just hope that Apple brings something different with this iPad mini if they ever do launch it. I think Apple's not really out to bring a smaller version of the iPad. I think that their iBooks haven't really taken off as they'd expect, and apparently this iPad mini could bring that sort of hybrid display that we heard a couple of months ago, where apparently it had e-ink and also was an LCD, sort of a hybrid. Not sure if the technology is there yet, but I think they're mostly focused on bringing an e-reader, not necessarily just a tablet or a computer replacement, but time will tell. And the top #1 prediction for WWDC 2012 is none other than a new iPhone. Call it the iPhone 5 or whatever you want to call it. Apple really needs to make changes, and we do believe that they will feel the pressure. Remember what happened with the first generation iPad? They saw the competition bring their tablets and immediately they launched the iPad 2. We do believe that Apple's seeing the competition coming from the HTC One X and also the Samsung Galaxy S3. We already saw the mock-ups of some real new hardware for the iPhone, bringing a new unibody design that uses one part instead of the backing that currently breaks a lot. With the glass on glass, apparently they are using some sort of new metal with this design. Not sure what Apple will bring to the table. All we know is that the competition is getting so fierce that if Apple doesn't act right now, they're going to have a lot of people wearing Samsung and wearing HTC by the end of the year. So hopefully they will be seeing that pressure, and I hope I'm right. I mean, I know a lot of people are saying that this is not going to happen. The rest of the editors in Pocket Now don't believe it's going to happen, but trust me, I do wish I'm right. But again, next week's iReview is going to be talking about what we liked and what we didn't like about WWDC, so hopefully the likes include a new iPhone. We'll see. That's it for today's show. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Jaime Rivera. Again, thank you very much for your support and comments asking for these shows to come back. They are back. And again, don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like what you saw. That's it for now.